And now we conclude this section to understand this simple exercise on multiplier. We have also got another exogenous variable which is T0. It's the part of taxes which does not depend on income. And what we can say about this? In this case, the multiplier is different. Um, and the effect is lower. I mean that the multiplier of T0 will be equal to minus the propensity to consume divided by the same denominator. We see before, so 1 minus the propensity to consume, which multiply minus 1 minus t minus p1 plus m1. So in the exercise we have seen, this will be equal to minus 0.8 divided by the denominator is the same 0.26, and this is equal to minus 3.08. So we have a negative sign in this case. Well, why we have a negative sign? We have a negative sign because an increase in the lump sum tax will decrease the level of income because of the reduction in disposable income for households, and the effect will be will be greater with respect to the change in taxes. If we suppose an increase of €1 of T0, this would lead to a decrease in GDP in equilibrium equal to €3.08. For example, suppose that we have a change in T0 equal to 50. What is the effect? What is the effect on the equilibrium GDP? What is this effect? This implies that a positive change is an increase. The corresponding change in the equilibrium GDP would be equal to the change in taxes, which multiplies the multiplier, which is negative minus 3.08, and this is equal to minus 154, implying that the new GDP level will be in equilibrium lower respect to the initial case, and the change will be negative and equal to 155. So you can compute, for instance, if the initial level was 4,500, the final level you have to subtract from here 144. Another interesting application is the so-called Averbo theorem, according to which, suppose that in this case you have an increase in government expenditure and the same increase in the lump sum tax T0 equal to, for instance, 100. In this case, what is the effect on of this combined fiscal policy? So increase in government expenditure, but also increase in taxes of the same amount on government, on the real GDP equilibrium. So what we have to consider is the effect on income, and this is the combined effect of the two policies. So we need to consider the multiplier of government expenditure multiplied by the change in government expenditure plus the multiplier of the lump sum tax, which multiplies the change in the lump sum tax. But because these two are equal to 100, finally you will get 100, which multiplies the sum of the two multipliers. The multiplier of government expenditure plus the multiplier of T0. And in this case, we can also compute this sum of multipliers, so this should be equal to 100 multiplying what? The denominator is the same, so we can take the same denominator. 1 minus propensity to consume 1 minus t minus b1 plus m1, and to the numerator we have 1 for government expenditure minus c1 for tax, lump sum tax. So the final result is 100, which multiplies 0.2, which is 1 minus 0.8. The denominator is again 0.26. So the final effect would be an increase in the level of income equal to 76.9. So in this case, increasing by the same amount both government expenditure and lump sum tax, we have an expansionary effect on GDP inequilibrium. But how this should affect the government balance or the government saving? In this case, it's easy to show that the effect is positive on the government balance because you have an equal increase in T0 and G, but because of the increase in GDP, you have also an increase in taxes, because there is a part of taxes that depends on income. So how you can define what we call in the flow diagram as G? So the government balance is equal to taxes minus government expenditure, but in this case taxes are equal to T0 plus small t, which multiplies y star is the level of equilibrium minus the fixed government expenditure. Now, if you increase by the same amount this component and this component, the effect on this difference will be equal to 0, but you will have also an increase in y star. So, using this policy, and this is, I would say, it is an example, this policy improve the government budget. If we are in deficit, this initially increasing deficit, and this is the logic behind the deficit spending, increasing deficit, we reduces in equilibrium the new deficit, deficit level in the short run. Just to finish this part, with respect to the initial case, I write again the equation for the equilibrium GDP, so exogenous variable divided by 1 minus C1, which multiplies 1 minus T1, small t minus B1 plus M1, and the two multipliers. This kind of equation can be adapted to all the exercise, because if you have a very simple economic structure in which you have consumption equal to, just to show, 300 plus 0.8 disposable income, taxes equal to 100, government expenditure equal to 100, investment equal to is just an example, to 200 plus 0.1 y, and there is and it's a closed economy. How you can adapt this equation? It's very simple. You have to know that it's a closed economy, so there is no export, you can delete this part, and no import, so you can delete this coefficient and 1, But at the same time, taxes does not depend on income, so it's here you have 0 y, so 40 is equal to 0, and this part you have to delete in the equation. So you can put equal to 0 all the components you have in the exercise, and to solve the exercise, finding the equilibrium GDP. Also, in this case, I can give you the results for uh, just for exercise. But you can find by yourself anyway. See you later.